Okay, so ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's let the show begin.
I know I joke, it's 4 sleeps ago. I genuinely can't believe it's been a year since you did the last one. And when we started talking about we got in touch, let's speak to you soon, it felt like we had like 6, 7 weeks.
Right.
And now it's here.
Yep.
And I know I'm surprised by time. Time doesn't surprise, but do you know what I mean? It's like it's gone really quickly.
No,
Yes.
it's totally like flew by.
Yeah.
And I'm a little in a panic mode because like I posted the schedule and then everybody, like my daughter was like, are you gonna come visit me? And I'm like, I have Zoom. I have to make sure that I'm not flying on the day of the Zoom so I can Zoom somewhere like on land and not in the air and things like that.
She
So
needs to know it's Knitters Christmas.
I know,
No
right?
family visits that don't take place at home.
And I tried to like clear my schedule completely for this thing, but it just like life sometimes gets in the way. So just a quick reminder, basically we're having a party and I hope you can join us on Thursday. Martin took a day off, so you know how important that is to us. So we're gonna have two parties, and the reason we're having two parties is because people who join us, some of them are in North America, some of them are in Europe, and some of them in Asia, and some of them are in Australia and New Zealand. So we're covering pretty much the entire globe, and it's hard to find the time that works for everyone. So it's not like middle of the night in Australia, let's say. So we're doing two parts.
First one is 6 p.m. UK time.
So
Second one is
6 p.m.
6
is like
p.m.
1 p.m. Eastern, and the second one is 6 p.m. Eastern, which is like 11 UK time.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the, yeah. So next time we'll see you is gonna be Thursday, 6 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. Eastern time for the first party, and second party is going to be 6 p.m. Eastern and 11 p.m. UK time. And if you have time to join both, please join both. If you only have time to join one, join one. If you don't have time to join, we'll miss you, but it's going to be recorded and it's going to be posted. The parties are going to be posted on Martin's channel.
Yeah.
Humans of Westknits Zooms are going to be posted on my channel. So if by some mistake you are not subscribed to Knit 365 blog or Fiberchats, now is your chance. Go and click on those two channels because you don't want to miss all the things that we're doing. It's going to be a lot of different things. We're going to have some surprise guests. We're going to do some like interesting things, so you don't want to miss it, and click that.
And I've got a video coming tomorrow, and I was nearly late for this Zoom because I was making Mark stand in the living room dancing with the fact that we now both have the same shawls. He's like, do I have to do this? Like, yes, we have his and his matching shawls. There needs to be a shawl dance. So check out tomorrow's video because there's going to be a shawl dance, much to Mark's disgust. He was a very good sport, bless him.
And another little announcement before we move on to the kits and you get the chance to show your yarn choices. So on my channel, I posted yesterday, I posted an interview with Claudia Quintanilla, and as part of that interview, there is a giveaway. It's 2 copies of her brand new book that just came out. It's called Memory Lane. And you get a chance to win one of the copies. It's for US and Canada only, unfortunately, because the cost of the shipping for the books would be like cost prohibitive. But all you have to do, like I'm giving you a little out if you don't feel like watching the entire interview, which I encourage you to watch it. It's like really interesting. And it brought so many memories to my mind. I'm sure it's going to make you remember some of the things from your childhood. But to participate in the giveaway, all you have to do is to write your childhood memory, whatever pops to your mind, in the comments of that video. So it's Claudia interview with Claudia Quintanilla, and if you write the memory from your childhood in the comments, you get a chance to win one of the 2 books that she gifted to my channel. So that's like as far as all the announcements go. So Martin, I've heard you got your Perhaps you got your kit in the mail.
I think I'm going to be too, well, I have plans. Of course I do. So my actual kit that I'm going to make. Some of you would have seen this on Instagram. Excuse the rustle in a moment. These are absolutely not my colors. So we have. So obviously, those of you that have watched my channel that will know I have an obsession with the movie Wicked. And Mark said, when we were trying to choose colors, and I said, oh, we need two contrasting colors. And then he went quiet for a little moment. Like, he was thinking about something. I said, what are you thinking? And he said, when does the movie come out in relation to the shawl? And I was like, no. So he came up with the idea. So we have gone for a Wicked inspired pink and green combo. I do have complementary fluff to then go with the green, but we do also then have black fluff.
That might be like more dramatic, yeah.
Yeah, to go with the green, which if you've watched the movie, if you've watched the musical, Elphaba's color palette is dark, moody, it's greens, blacks. So I figured they're going to go amazing together because the black will really like muddy the green. I can't wait to swatch, not to check gauge, to look at colors. Although Kaiti was saying, just wrap them. And I don't think it's still going to give the effect if I wrap it. So I do want to knit those two together and see what it looks like. I'm excited to see what it looks like with the pink.
Yeah.
But I'm figuring my plan is green and black. But depending on what happens, I do have green and green. So this is my main kit. So this is by Nick of Cool Woolens. So Nick is one of my yarn dye friends, and I put into my friendship group. It's like, right, I know what I want to make. I want to do pink and green. And Nick went, like these. And I was like, so like,
exactly
you know,
like
sometimes
that.
you get a color in your head and you then need to go and find the color.
Right.
And I've said in previous years, I struggle with color sometimes, and I just like to get a kit because I can look at them on the website on Stephen and Penelope and I go, I want that one. Whereas this was very easy this year because I knew I wanted pink and green, and Nick went, I have pink and green, and they're the exact pink and green. This is a little bit more brighter on the camera than it is in real life. It's a little bit more baby pink. The camera's making it look really neon. But yes, that is going to be my kit one. So that's my actual Go Go Dynamo. Geogradient? I was doing this earlier. My Go Go Dynamo.
So wait, you doing two again?
Well, maybe. So my plan for last year was to do two, so that I had one for me, one for Mark. And then obviously we reset and I got behind. But if we hadn't reset by that Friday night, because I took 2 days off work to get a head start and a good excuse to use holidays. By the Friday night, I would have been finished with week one. So I would have had all the weekend and into next week before Clue 2 came out. So I could have got a start on Kit 2. So I might do the same thing again, but I wanted to get the kit because I wanted the goodies. Have we seen these? Do I need to?
You have to unbox the goodies. We haven't seen the goodies yet.
So I wanted the goodies. There's one goodie specifically that I wanted, and it is a little bit extravagant, but I wanted the goodies because I wanted the shawl pin.
Do you think that's gonna be the shape of the shawl?
Well, he did say, I'm sure, in one of his Instagram videos that this, in one of his YouTube videos, that this might be a clue. So we have a shawl pin, and if it is this shape, I'm really happy because I think I've said before, some of my favorite Westknit shawls are the semicirculars, the ones that give you like a big hug.
Right.
I'm not a fan of things like twist and turns. I don't really like a wrap. It's not my shape to wear. So if this is a clue, then yeah, I'm going to be very
Does that
happy.
mean that's gonna be like 7,000 stitches to bind off?
My favorite, literally, like you can keep this picking up stitches and changing direction. I'm not down for that. I want an 800 stitch bind off to finish. I'm quite a happy little man then. So there's other stickers in here. Crafty Queen. Knitter. I couldn't read that backwards then. It was like kit, what? Knitter. Go Go Dynamo. And then we've got a gauge, square, and needle sizer. So that came with a kit and a little info card.
Did they
So
have like MKAL tag that like you at no?
no tag this year.
Oh.
I know.
I saw
That was
some
my one.
people were complaining about no bag, and a lot of
No
people
bag and
very
no tag.
creative with the bags,
Yeah.
like created their own bags. So yeah.
Yeah, I do like that. Kath just said the Aurora cabin was 1,086 stitch at got by.
Well,
I do think I still quite like it. So yeah, so I did want to get that, but I do like, I saw this kit when I was and ahhing, and this was pre-Wicked. We looked at the kits that were on the website, and there was one kit that just screamed me, which is this one.
I love that.
It's all about the Grellos. So I saw it and I was like,
it's not gonna be you, it's gonna be Mark, it's gonna be Mark, right?
well, if I tell you into a secret, I did his one first last year. He's worn it once.
Oh.
I've worn it more than he has wore it. So I might just be making two. So yeah, so we've gone for this grey and yellow. So this is in the tricycle colorway, tricycle base from Westwall. So we've got Pebble and Bianca.
Yeah.
But on that one, I just went for complementary fluff.
And Catherine, she saw that kit and screamed Mars.
Exactly. Like it's my colors, and I don't have a shawl in grays and yellows.
Right.
So I said this as well in previous years. I try not to make the same colors. So the mystery shawl, I try not to use the same colors because I like to use this as an excuse to have some variety, which is where last year's we did the blues. Because even though I'm a blue person, it was the first year we'd made a blue shawl. So I've gone for this, but my caveat is I do really like the shape of this one, but I'm happy now that I've got two of them. But if it was two twists and turns, I don't think I would be very happy because it's not my preferred shape. So what I am going to do is I'm going to try and do two this year if I like the shape so that I can make a Grello. But if we get to the end of week one and I don't really like the direction it's going, I'm going to make another Starflake. Because Starflake was my first ever shawl. My brioche is really lumpy, bumpy. I've shown it off in a video before. I think there's like a little hole down somewhere. And then the increases and the decreases are a bit wobbly. And so I'd love to have another Starflake. It was my very first MKAL, my very first brioche. I knew nothing about brioche. I had to sit here with the tally off, watching the video. It took me like 2 hours to go there and back. I did not have a very good time, but I pushed on and I did it. So this might become a Starflake. Right. This might be a Go Go Dynamo. We will see. But what we do know for definite is there will not be two shawls by November. I literally finished this one this week. It was blocking this morning. I took it off the blocking mats in order to film it. So yeah.
It got done.
It did get done, and I have two before the start of it, but it will absolutely not be getting done. So tell me about you. Where are we with color choices? Because you were undecided last time.
Do you want to hear like my torment? And I mean torment yesterday. So right now, this weekend, it's a Greater Boston yarn crawl. And for all of you who watch my channel, you know that I have a favorite local yarn store. You shouldn't have favorites, but like I do. It's a place I call home. It's called The Unruly Stitch. So I came yesterday. I was there Thursday meeting people and hanging out. And then I decided to surprise the owner and just stop by yesterday. And she was like, how about I'll put you to work? And she gave me empty cellophane packets to create kits for Go Go Dynamo. Do you know how hard it is? She said, use any yarn you want, any fingering combination, use any mohair you want. It doesn't have to be the same brand. It can be mix and match. So that was and every kit I would put together, I would be like, I want to knit with that. I want to knit with that. And then I came home and I was like, you know what I could do? I have this sparkly yarn by Sweet Georgia. And it's Cash Lux Spark.
Mm-hmm.
So it has cashmere in it and it has spark to it, right? And then I have this Poema glitter. And,
Oh,
hold on. Look at all this glitter, right?
yeah, we can see that.
And I was like, if I did that,
And the sparkle from both of them will
right.
really.
Right. So instead of mohair there, that would be like a sparkle everywhere, right? So now I'm yeah. Life is not any easier in my neck of the woods.
So is the kit that you showed us last time, that's the yarn that you picked from your stash, is that gone then?
No, because I still love that. So I don't know. I think what's gonna happen, to be honest, I'm gonna probably decide on Thursday, and don't be surprised if I'll go back to the unruly stitch and grab one of the kits that I created there, because those were just stunning.
And what I like though is they're two different palettes as well, right? So the one is the purpley colors and the one is the
Right, like
reddy, winey color. They're
this is, I never done anything like this before. So that would be like, for me, your green and pink, right? Like,
yeah.
and what I love about these two, this is Kitey's. And I always wanted to do something with Kitey's yarn. So Kitey is the yarn whisperer, if you guys don't know. So he's participating in it as well. So I would love to work with his yarn. And I really like this color. And this is by Fiber Hustle, who I also love. And they were on my channel, right? So to me, would be like more personal connection to the dyers. Whereas this is like, it just saw me. So,
and I feel like that's a little bit because there's a personal connection as much as it's a color palette that I love and I would never think to put in a shawl, but also because these were dyed by Nick. We were in an Airbnb 3 weeks ago at a yarn show that I thought, it's like there's a really nice friendship connection with that one.
right.
But these just shout my colors. I'm just like, I need to live my best yellow life. And yeah, so I get you.
Let's see what you guys decided on your yarn choices. So just raise a hand and we'll call you and you can share your choices. Patrick, good to have you back. Welcome, welcome.
Is that better?
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah, so I was just saying, this year I ended up splurging at Stephen and Penelope. I lost my job to my hotel that I was working at burned down. So and the government and all sorts of people were throwing money at me. So I thought, oh, I'm going to go to Stephen and Penelope and treat myself. I lost my job in my workplace at my home. So I might as well just,
it's therapy yarn.
Right.
It's therapy yarn, totally. So I did something, I've been having this kind of connection with the grass and the plants lately. And so I picked up this Ching fiber. It says so gorgeously soft, eh?
Yeah.
It's this, I don't know if you can see this light. Let's see if I might have to go like this. You see that green color?
No.
Bring it more to the camera.
Just let me do like that. Maybe that's better.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Okay, that's the one green. This is the other green. It's like almost like an aqua color. Well, not quite aqua, but close. And then I got the glow hair to go with, so I'm gonna do the mohair dare. I didn't read the sheet beforehand, so I didn't know how much to get. And I guess we're only doing the mohair with the accent color. So I bought 5 balls of this glow hair, maybe a little overkill, but I should have enough anyway.
It'll keep for another project. You'll be fine.
Right. And I love green, so that's good. I'm so looking forward to this. I especially need it.
We're gonna be team green. We're repping team green this year.
And I'm not working, so I can actually have time to knit on this MKAL, so that's nice.
Yeah, there's some blessing. I actually was thinking about you when I've heard about those wildfires. So
yeah,
I'm glad you are okay. Like, even though it was traumatic, I'm sure. So I'm glad you joined us.
Yeah, thank you for joining and sharing.
You're welcome.
So we have Jay Stevens. Would you like to unmute yourself?
Hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me? So I'm Team Frantic Spinning.
I was sitting there watching it and thinking, I wonder if she's spinning yarn.
Yeah, this is the final skein I need. So my colours though are that sort of rich blue with blue silk in it.
Nice.
And then the orange with sparkle.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
So that's the two of them together.
They,
Have you spun the whole thing?
Yeah.
you're
And
amazing.
this is the last.
Oh
the
my
last
God, you're
skein
living my
applied.
spinning dream.
So I did have a backup though, and my backup is slightly bonkers.
Ooh,
And they're both
Oh,
Tencel. So
right.
they came from a vegan
lovely.
one.
Actually, one of the people I interviewed for the Humans of Westknits for the Dyer edition was,
It's from her store,
yeah, vegan yarns from,
Yeah, their Tencel yarn looked lovely in that video.
yeah. So
But as I say, this one will be plied this evening, which means I'm definitely team spin.
well, you already have enough to start. So even if you don't have time to finish the second skein before,
It'll be finished tonight.
it'll be done.
Only got about 50 grams left to apply.
How long has it taken you? You're obviously very fast, good, competent spinner, unlike me and my inadequate drop spinner. But how long has it taken you from the fiber then to get?
When did Stephen announce what we needed?
It was just Port and Ravel, so probably 3 weeks ago, maybe.
Well, that's when I pulled out what I wanted to spin. Because until that point, there was no point kind of spinning 5 colours if I only needed 2.
Yes.
So, as I say, 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
That is amazing. Well done, you.
So we'll be there.
They're going to look so good.
I love that we have a hand spinner among our meetings. You know, I think it's gonna be the first time on Humans, right? Like, I don't think.
I think so.
Yeah.
You need to make sure you come back at least once to keep us updated with how your hand spun is going.
Yeah, we'll do. I meant to do it last year and then it just didn't happen. So this year it was like, no, I need to do
Like
this.
you said, perfect, because even though you need a little bit more quantity, you only need 2 colors. So from a spin, you can actually just get going. It's not like you need 5 or 6 different colors and lots of different.
So that was just, I mean, technically, I suppose I'm team stash because that was just fiber in my stash.
You are team create your own path.
Yeah, team create your own. Yeah, you need your own.
Thank you so
Amazing.
much for joining. Catherine, do you want to unmute yourself? Welcome, welcome. So
Welcome
good to have you
back.
back.
Okay, yes. I had I too was thinking of Patrick during the forest fires in Edmonton. It was bad enough that it impacted the air quality to the point where we couldn't go outside to do the exercise was not recommended. It was very hazy, very smoky. If it rained, it smelled like wet barbecue. So when we were all thinking of our friends that live, I have a couple of colleagues that used to work in Jasper and they're retired now. They got out. But yeah, I've driven through Jasper on the way to visit my parents, and some of the places that I used to stop at are no longer there. So that is just, mind blowing. I saw that kit, that yellow and gray kit, and I thought, Mark, did you get that kit? Anyway, I couldn't make up my mind, so I ended up buying 2. I got the Neon Mystery, but because I didn't know what it was, I thought, well, what if I hate it? So then I got the Twisted Ambition.
Is that Punk Rock Unicorn, isn't it? The Neon Mystery.
Yes, it's the Neon Mystery is Punk Rock. So that's the Twisted Ambitions. So I have a top, a summer top that is these 2 colors. The sleeves are this multi, and the main body is the fuchsia pink. So I thought, if I hate the neon, I will do that. But how can I hate neon? So the Neon Mystery kit came, and it was the yellows. And so I have this pink neon was in my stash from Ancient Arts in Calgary. And the black I had ordered because I knew I had the pink. And so that is the Neon Mystery kit. But I had seen a photo in Ravelry, and this skein had looked a lot more pastel-y. And I thought, oh crap, I'm not as much of a fan. And on Instagram that day, Punk Rock Unicorn posted an electric fusion kit, which is very similar. I've washed it, so this is what it looks like. So instead of the pink and yellow, it's got turquoise and purple blotches.
Wow.
And
You've got 3 kits now then.
and then this
Imagine
is
this show.
Sorry.
this is the Cold Fusion contrast color.
Oh my
And
God.
the turquoise, just these are my color. Like I have so many things in my wardrobe that I could wear this with. And they're two of the colors of my work logo. Lime green being the missing one. And so then I got and the kit came with this neon purple mohair.
That's amazing.
And it
So
was-
on the basis you've washed, is that kit number 1 then?
This is going to be the kit that I work with. And then depending on, like you, I'm going to wait and see what the pattern is.
Yeah.
And I will make the neon either a starflake, because I haven't knit one.
Mhm.
And I think that there's going to be brioche in this one, so I'll have practiced so that I can do the brioche and starflake. And then I will keep the Twisted Ambitions for a summer shawl to go with my summer top.
Nice.
If I really like the pattern, then maybe I'll make another MKAL out of it. I haven't made up my mind. But yeah, I washed it, and I'm glad I did, because the purple mohair ran. Like it bled. I rinsed it 4 times. I messaged Punk Rock Unicorn, was great on Instagram. They messaged me right back. I also had to message them because I took off all of the labels and washed all the yarn, and then went, oh, I don't know which is the electric and which is the Cold Fusion. So the electric is the dark with the sparks in it, and the Cold Fusion is the icy blue.
Nice.
So of course, as soon as they use the term icy blue, I kind of, okay, I should have known that. And I told them about the purple, and they said, yes, the neon dyes tend to run a little bit, but after a few washes, it should be okay. So seeing as I've rinsed this 4 times, I'm hoping that the bulk of it's gone.
Yeah.
I also have one of the reasons I brought this show here, and it's called Lake Days by Romy Hill. So I did it. It's the 2 skeins that I had and cherished. Josh from Blue Fiber Company did this color, the turquoise, especially for me. He did it like especially for my channel a couple years ago. And then the gray one was like in my stash. It's also his color. And so I didn't pre-wash them. And I was terrified about washing them because it's like very geometrical, right? There's like gray and then the green. And I was like, it's gonna mess it up. So I used the color catchers. The water was exact same color. It actually ran like crazy and nothing leaked on the shawl. Like the color catchers are magical in this way. So if you don't pre-wash your yarns, remember to buy color catchers just in case. And even if you sort of sure about the yarn, put a sheet of color catchers just in case.
Yeah, and I did it. I used.
I'd had the problem with this color before, the purple before 2 years ago with Twists and Turns, and it was undercover otter, and it bled quite a bit. So when I washed this, I put a color catcher on top of the purple bit, and everything was fine. Perfect. So yeah, so I'm quite pleased. But now this afternoon, I'm going to have to wind it, and of course, because I've washed it, I'm expecting it to be a little bit on the tangled side, so I'll probably have to wind it twice.
Well, best of luck
with
that, and I'm so glad that you're joining.
Yeah, thank you for joining again. I can't wait to see that.
I'm taking the Thursday afternoon off, so for sure I'll make the 6 o'clock one because it's 2 hours earlier. I have a dentist appointment, so I booked it off as medical because I do have a dentist appointment. But I will be. I'm not going back to the office. I'm taking the whole half day, like a teacher would, because you can only book a sub for a full day or a half day. You can't book it for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the whole half day. My dentist appointment is earlier after lunch, and then I can go home. So I should be home by 4 to, and if work is dead, I might put it on in the background and just mute myself if I have to take a call.
It's always a pleasure to have you with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Mimi, would you like to unmute yourself?
Okay, first of all, I want to take a day off. I didn't think about it, but I'm like, and I am a teacher, so that's what I have to do. Listen, I went and I got something. These colors are not usually what I get. This was the kit. What's it called? The Podzolic.
I love
the plum color. and then this lovely from Life in the Long Grass.
Nice.
And I just thought those were really lovely. And I'm trying to break out of my typical colors that I do usually do very bright colors. I'm like, well, maybe I need something. And then I went ahead with the Dijon because it is in here. So
That's
yeah,
Nice.
easy. That's a
Easy.
beautiful kit. Do you
yes,
have any predictions about whether or not we're gonna have brioche this year?
I think so. Yeah. And I'm ready to rock. I'm very, very excited. Also Jay, I'm amazed by you. I am a support spindle spinner. And I would just love to actually be able to do a quantity big enough to do something bigger than a hat. So nice job. That is just mind blowing. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah. We're all going to live our best spinning dreams through
That's it.
Jay. Yeah.
Absolutely.
No pressure, Jay.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much for joining us. Catherine, do you wanna unmute yourself?
Yeah. My goal this year was to try and use some of my stash, which I've mostly achieved. So my first color is this, which is a peach, and it's got some small green flecks in it, and that's from Botanical Yarn Company. And then my second color to go with it is this, which is I don't know if you remember me last year. My colors last year were all shades of luminous yellow, so I tend to go for the brights. So this is Kid You Not from Hedgehog Fibers. So it's coming out more red on there. It's really just a bright orange on there. And then I was not sure whether to do the mohair or not, because I like the way mohair looks and feels in a shawl, but I don't like knitting with it because it goes in my eyes all the time. It's going everywhere. But I decided, this is Stephen. We need to just go for it. And so this is the bit where I failed to use stash yarn because I did purchase this skein, which is Hedgehog Fibers Anemone, because it has the colors, all the colors that are in both skeins. And it's also even got little bits of green, which are in the lighter color as well. So I think I see what the pattern is, but I think I'm probably going to just hold that on its own rather than mix it with these, but we'll see how that goes.
That's absolutely stunning. I love that sort of kit.
Yeah, absolutely. They go so well together.
Thank you. Sabine, do you want to unmute yourself?
Hi there. So I actually, October 3rd, thanks to Stephen, or October 3rd is Germany's National Day. So I will be starting to knit, and I have the Friday off as well. I got something for you, Irina, not for you, but I went to Punk Rock Unicorn yesterday and got completely, this is just insane, but you see this?
Ooh.
Yes.
Nice.
Unicorn tears, and it's like a thing that you do with black and stuff.
Right.
You may want to check their website in October because it's not online.
I am actually gonna do that. I love that.
And when you talked about glitter, I was like, okay, I got something glittery.
Right. That's
but
beautiful.
So I did buy stuff from. So I went with the main color. This is a fuchsia orangey red.
Yeah.
And Bangkok.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
And if the reds are too similar, which it is possible, but I'm not sure, and it depends on the pattern, I have the aqua as a mohair. So this is basically.
Yeah, I was thinking about that also, because like when I was playing with different yarns, like when you look at the kits, some of them do have that like very close spots, right? Like, so I wonder how crucial it is.
Figured if it's brioche, this is gonna work fine.
Right.
Yeah.
And if it's not, I'll just put this in.
I really hope though, like I joke about brioche, right? I've done it in other shawls. I've done a pattern. I just can't fix it if I break it. So I do love it. It's so squishy. I love the texture of it. I did it in the mystery socks this year and did it on the heel. I'm fine with it. I just don't want it. I don't want to break it. But I feel like it's surely not going to make us do brioche with mohair. That would be hard. Like, because to undo that, like it's hard enough to undo brioche.
Right? I mean, you can decide, right? You can decide if you want to do it.
Oh, I hadn't even contemplated that. See, I'm figuring like there's like a really nice lacy bit that we're going to do some kind of brioche, use the fluff on. I hadn't thought that the day could be fluff on the brioche. Oh,
And for everybody who is
I'm not going to be living my best life if that's the case. There'll be no day.
and whoever is sort of in love with Little Long Life in the Long Grass yarn singles, Punk Rock Unicorn has them now as well. Same quality, same feel, different colors, of course. So I ended up with a kit for the Aurora cabin.
Oh, nice.
Gorgeous. That's
So
beautiful.
but
Well,
I'm looking forward to Thursday. And
I'm
I
so
I do
excited.
feel like though, can I speak for Team Slow? I do feel like the Germans shouldn't be allowed an extra bonus day. I feel like you should have a handicap and you get the pattern on a Friday because you're also speedy. I feel like you're also speedy.
You are actually responsible that I'm in so much trouble. I have no shit 16 different whips on my needles. 16. And two of them are, one is a Fair Isle from the Sky pattern.
Yeah.
One is an Iceland pattern. And now I have a Norwegian jacket for my mother's birthday, which is a long jacket with Norwegian color work and shawls and glitter. And it's all your fault.
I'm not even going to apologize because I've corrupted Irina as well.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Team everything.
You're a bad, good influence to have. I
Okay.
wanna Annie and Nancy, wait just one more second, please. I wanna unmute Ted for a second because he's gonna be our special guest for today. Ted, welcome. It's great to see you. Can you?
Hi, everybody.
So if you haven't seen the Humans of Westknits MKAL Dyers editions, you should go back and watch it because I talked to Ted there. Ted was one of the dyers I interviewed, and you might learn some interesting new things about him. But my question to you, first of all, welcome to our Zoom. Lovely to have you here. Did you decide on your personal favorite? Because you can choose anything at all, and you can choose and just change your mind and go back and change it again.
I did, but then somebody bought it.
Oh no!
So I've got to try again and go through the colours and think about what I might like to use. I'm still definitely drawn with this for the dare. Definitely, but it's finding something that's going to go with this. So I'll start there and see what I end up with.
Black.
Well, I'm so glad that you were able to join us. It's great to have you among us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Annie, do you want to unmute yourself?
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
I'm so excited to start again. And the thing that I picked was I saw on Stephen's site that he was using some, I think it's pronounced King. Is it King fiber or Queen something? And so I went somewhere and found some, and I found this one. It's called Bluefinch, and so it's all like different muted browns, but it has this stunning section of royal blue in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I have been searching for the perfect thing to go with it. I've found a couple of neutrals. This has a little of the blue in it. Also by King Fiber. And then Life in the Long Grass, I found a variegated kind of a brown taupey. I'm not sure what I'm going to end up with. We'll see. I might go out and just find something in that gorgeous blue.
Well, do you think you're gonna watch the first, like as soon as the first clue comes out, watch the video to the end, see what it's gonna look like, and then decide, or you're gonna like commit before we start?
I'm not sure. I mean, I might look at the clue because it really does depend what the structure is, what you're gonna end up wanting. I also have a bunch of different mohair here, so I just need to make a solid decision. Or go buy more yarn, just, you know.
Well, you know.
Right, that's always a possibility.
Yeah.
That's
Is it all mohair, any suri? I guess that's not something that we've talked about just before we come to Nancy. So obviously I've gone for suri because I don't really like the mohair. I much prefer the alpaca. And I know it can be quite divisive whether it's mohair or suri or not at all. Is anyone using suri? Is anyone doing what Kaiti did in the last video and talked about boucle or something completely different? Are we all settled?
Oh.
I'm actually like that one. Some of the kits I was doing yesterday, putting them together, I put suri alpaca in there because I was thinking about like a lot of people find mohair too itchy, or also like depending on the brand of mohair. Like I actually really like Ito mohair and knitting for olive mohair because it doesn't shed at all. But like something like Isager, like I find that things everywhere, even on my cats. Like, so you have to like, depends on the brand sometimes and how they spin that yarn, I guess. I'm not sure what makes one mohair more shady than the other. We might ask
I'll probably go with the
our spinning expert to let us know. But yeah, like, I don't know. Well, thank you for joining us. It's really lovely to have you with us and seeing your kid. Nancy, do you wanna?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Martin, Irina, and everyone. Well, last year, I stashed old, and I wound up with a pink shawl, and pink is not really my color, and so I haven't worn it once, but I'm not giving it away. Like I did my first one that I did, the shawlography, I gave it away, and now I'm keeping them, right? They're my collectors. So anyway, this year I thought I'd go with something more traditional, more my vibe. And I did order for the first time a kit from Steven. So I got Tricycle, and the colorways are Copenhagen. Yes. It feels so nice, right, Martin?
Yes, so soft.
And right, yes. And Birch Tree are the colors. They're more my cup of tea, just, you know, traditional neutrals. And as far as the mohair there, I'm undecided. But I am contemplating maybe adding this that I've had in my stash since 2010. It was a gift from my aunt. She bought it at a yarn shop in Vegas years ago. I don't know if you can see that it's got some shimmer.
But a little bit, you can see a little bit of sparkle in it, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's black. It's a thread size. I just looked it up on Ravelry. So I may add that just to give it, you know, just to zhuzh it up a bit. And then I also have some of this, which I think a lot of people are using or used for a while. This Rossetti cotton gold for a little bit of bling.
I love those.
So I'm yeah, give it a little bling. I may do either or, or maybe mohair. I don't know. And as far as suri alpaca, a few of my friends locally are adding that in lieu of mohair. They're adding the suri alpaca as their mohair there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to following along, guys. Thank you again for hosting.
Thank you, Nancy. It's so great to have you.
You're welcome.
I want to ask you guys if we have anybody new here that haven't done this knit along with us before. So if you are one of the new people, would you like to introduce yourself, or do we have everybody as returning humans?
Yeah, we got any MKAL debuts? I guess not.
I guess they all have the regulars. That's perfect. So what I would love for you to do, invite your friends especially for the party, right? Like let them decide if they want to be part of this community, because the more people hear about it, the more they join, the more fun it's going to be. So just like when you go for your knit night, or when you talk to your knitting friends, or you chat on Instagram with somebody, invite them to the party. So the party again is going to be next Thursday. It's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern and at 6 p.m. Eastern, which is 6 p.m. UK time and 11 p.m. UK time. Martin's going to have
the first one. I will be winning, and I will be ahead of Irina purely because of geography. And we all know in previous years it will quickly go downhill from there, and she'll be weeks ahead of me.
Well, we don't know that because I'm going to Rhinebeck again this year.
You
And
went to Rhinebeck last year and you still beat me. It's
Well,
fine. Team,
no, that was-
look, I'm here to represent Team Embrace Your Pace. It'll
right.
get
But
done. We
also-
enjoy the process. It's not a race.
Also,
I'd like to beat you one year, though.
let's remember that last year during the MKAL, you were like losing half of yourself weight-wise because you were training every single day. You were like busy with all the 70,000 steps per day. So, you know,
We're kind of back to it now as well. We've been to my mum and dad's for a roast dinner today, and we got in the car and Mark went, what are we going to have for tea? We're going to need something to eat. And he's, there's pizza in the fridge. It's like, I cannot eat pizza. Like, you can eat the pizza if you want. I'm not eating pizza. Get me some chicken and I'll just eat chicken later. So I'm back on it. So yeah, I do need to plan some runs and walk in and
Actually, like, since you are such a bad influence, do you want to give us like a little inspiration and bit of how we can stay healthy through this MKAL, as far as like little adjustments we can do to our routine?
meal prep. Meal prep, honestly, is the thing I learned last year of trying to get a little bit fitter was meal prep, because I'm definitely the one that I come home from work and we go, what should we eat? I don't know. Should we just order a takeaway? Like, we're both as bad as one another. Whereas if we've got food in the fridge, lunches especially, because I work on a business park, so you have to kind of drive to get somewhere, or you've got to go to the canteen and work. So if you haven't taken food with you, you will either be eating, the food's great, curry and rice. We have pasta day, we have curry day, we have fish and chips on a Friday. If you don't want to eat that, you need to prep. So for me, it's meal prep. So now I'll finish the Zoom. Mark will probably do it because he's a better cook than I am, but we'll prep for the week. So I'll have like 4 lunches in the fridge. And it means then that, like, especially coming home from work, we prep evening meals as well, or we know what we're going to eat. We've got all the food in. I can then come home, we can quickly cook, and I can sit and knit. We don't have the, oh, will you just stop in a supermarket? Or can you pick up this? And then you're just not prepared.
Right.
So meal prep is my single biggest thing for health and knitting.
That's a great tip. And that's what I love about Humans of Westknits, because we learn so much, not just about knitting and struggling with the brioche and things like that, but throughout these conversations, oftentimes we'll get some like bits of wisdom that can help change our life or habits, or even influence us into multiple projects.
Can I ask you one question about Rhinebeck?
Sure. Is it Sabine? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is there gonna be another woolen fork? Or did they have
No,
they
no,
decided
they,
to?
they're not doing. So this year they have 3 festivals that I know of the day before Rhinebeck. So there is Indian Tangled, where I'm going at 10 o'clock in the morning. So wish me luck, because I have to drive for 3 hours from Boston to get there. And then there is Cake Palooza, which is like a smallish festival, I've heard. Like, I think there is like less than, well, I don't want to put numbers, but I think it's like smaller than the other festivals. So I'm going there in the early afternoon. And then there is also this year Woolen Affair, which is organized by Brooklyn General, who used to be part of the Woolen Folk in the first year when it was like better organized, basically. And then there is Mayak Fibers, Labien and me, and I think Line is going to be there, and they have like some. So that's the first year that they're making a festival. It's an all-day festival, but it's with time entry, and I'm only going there for the evening parties. So I'll let you know how that goes. And also, like, if
I just followed the drama last year and I was like, I cannot believe what I'm seeing.
Right. No, it was like really bad. And if any of you are gonna be at Rhinebeck by chance, I'll be on the hill meetup hill at 12 p.m. on Saturdays. So please stop by and say hello. I would love to see some of the Humans of Westknits there. So talking about the party, don't forget to bring a drink. We're gonna celebrate. So it can be any drink of choice, right? Like, you can lift up a glass of sparkling water. We don't discriminate, but yeah, come ready to party. We're gonna chat. We're gonna get to know each other better. We're gonna swap stories.
Have some polls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. So again, next Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Eastern, and we hope to see you there.
I just added in a reply to someone's comment, just to remind everyone, the Zoom participant link and code will stay the same for all of these videos. So you're here now, it's the same details for everyone. So Wednesdays and Saturdays will be the Humans of Westknits. So it's the same password details. So exactly the same times as we've got now. It'll just be Wednesday and Saturday.
And I have it on the, if you're going on Fiberchats on YouTube, there is a community spot. If you just click on that, it has the complete schedule. So like if you forget 1 week, like where the Zoom link or whatever, you lost it, just go there. It's on the community link of Fiberchats on YouTube. Or it's on the on Ravelry, I have Fiberchats group. It's all like I'll post all the links there as well. So this is like your two for sure places you can check at any time. But yeah, it's I have the whole schedule posted on Instagram. Martin shares it in stories. So I hope you can join us for all our future meetings. And thank you so much for being our guests today. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. See you on Thursday.
Bye.
Yes. See you Thursday. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.